Aislinn Kenny. Right.
All right. You can still see everything?
Yeah.
All right. So there will be a game board in front of him. I will send you some pictures. Actually, there is a game board in front of him. Ooh, magic.
And it looks, if you can see,
I can't see through that camera.
Yep, we have to go to the high cameras. If you hand it to me.
So thank you.
oh, that one, correct.
All right.
Ah,
I remember now.
Is that a good
Little
clear
planets
picture?
and such, it's kind of cool.
I can see. It looks like planets.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it is.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm opening up my email now to see if I can
haven't
see
sent you anything. I have to take pictures to send them to you.
that. Okay. Yeah.
All right, we are. This is almost basically an unboxing.
Yeah. Is it a new game?
Yep. Now, before we do start, I'm going to go get something for us, and I'm going to actually move over to be sitting next to you.
Oh, okay. I will make room.
Here are the instructions. You can go ahead and start reviewing those. While I get back, I have a little bit of show and tell
All right.
to deal with.
How's it going, Aislinn?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good. Would you like me to read this aloud for you?
Yes, please read that aloud and set it up as you go along.
Yes, sir.
And then you'll fill me in. This promo kit we're adding in there.
Cool. Always love to add a promo kit.
Now, the promo kit is from Gen Con. So it's Gen Con 2019 promo kit. They're just from Gen Con. So
I love that it's a new game, and it's totally in the old style. Because I have one of the Choose Your Own Adventure books.
right. We've done the other Choose Your Own Adventure as a hybrid to preview it, but we're going to do this one next as well. Because I honestly think this is a better example of a hybrid role-playing game than the other one. The other one was a Choose Your Own Adventure where everybody voted on what the one character does. This one you get additional characters. So go ahead and read the prologue, read the stuff to set up. I
Really quick.
hopefully be back.
Who just joined us on Jitsi?
Hello, someone who joined us
Hi
on
there.
Jitsi. Who do we
This
talk
is Brian.
to? Hey,
Hi,
Brian.
Brian.
Okay.
Hi there.
We are recording but not broadcasting due to some technical difficulties.
Okay.
And I will probably be sending you a photo as well. If you can write down where that one to go with her phone number on. I got it.
In a notepad.
Okay, that's the one. Okay, I'll be
So-
right back.
So we'll need Aislinn's phone number.
Okay, no, I got Aislinn's address,
Okay.
email address. So get his email address so I can send the pictures to those two.
All right, Brian, can I get your email real quick?
Yeah, you can send it to Brian at rpgresearch.com.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Well, I guess I will begin reading. Oh, joy of joys.
Okay.
Am I coming through loud and clear?
I'll go ahead and do
Yeah.
this part first. So I was at.
Never mind.
Yep. It just. Why get you started and have you interrupt you? I was at Barnes & Noble yesterday for Batman Day. It is now Batman's 80th birthday.
Wow, he's old.
Yep, he still fights so well.
He still kicks butt. I think it was when he finally developed his really awesome voice.
Well, whiskey and cigars. All right. So I picked up this at half off. I will show it up on the screen for the people who are offline.
Looks cool.
It is Operation Escape Room Search, Solve, and Escape. Now, we don't do escape rooms in RPG research. What we do is do role-playing games.
You do.
And sometimes you need live-action props. So there are some devices in here, like this is a safe that has to be broken into. There's these various little hands-on challenges. So this, you got to put in a key into this one. You have to do all these little challenges, solve a puzzle to get a key out of the block. This reminds me of the device from the Da Vinci Code. Where you have the code container here.
Oh, what is that called? I can't recall now.
Okay, so you have to solve the problem to get the keys to escape the room. Challenge 1 is fiddle the key out of the cage. So you got a little cage device here to get your key out of. Challenge 2 is solve 3 puzzles to get the key. Challenge 3 is find the keys with hints. It's another device. It's got all the keys and other pieces into it. There's a timer strap. And finally, you get to the last device and get it before the time runs out. Or it blows up, or your friend is locked in, whatever. So there are other ones out there. There's one called Spy Code, which is a safe breaker. And another one for handcuffs that you have to try to get out of. But in general, these things are props that can be used in a live-action role-playing game to make things a little more tactile and a little more interesting.
That's cool.
All right, so enough about this. We can demo this on a different day when we actually do a live-action role-playing game. So go ahead and start reading and see what we can learn.
Okay, so I'll start probably with the prologue thingy. All right. It's not easy, the life of the Rapid Force Primary Unit Commander. Chan can't remember the last time he had a day off to read a good book, spend some time with his family, or just relax and contemplate life. He can, however, remember the last time he had a day off to go to a gaming convention. It was today. Chen grits his teeth and sighs. Duty calls, and someone needs to stop the dastardly EPM. So, Chen and his crew have 10, 15 minutes tops to grab some convention swag and get back to work. Better make it count. Okay, so then you add these to the deck, or whichever. It says during setup, add the promo kit cards to the starter item cards and randomly choose items. Alright. So these will be added to the starter kit, starter items.
Yep, and starter items are right here. So you don't automatically start with all of them. Okay, right in there.
Those shuffled up.
I'm going to take some pictures
and
and
the same
post them to
size.
everybody. Right, my phone over there.
Oh, they're not the same size. It's hard to shuffle when they're not the same size cards. So just kind of weave them together or something. Alright. Something like that. Okay. There we go. I guess this way we should probably get a couple mixed in. There we go. Okay. So, don't worry about that. Alright, should I read this part right here? Unfold the game board and such?
Yeah, just go
Alright.
through it because nobody knows how to play.
Okay. So you can start the game with these quick start instructions, which we should. As you move through the game, consult this manual for details. Number 1, unfold the game board. Done. 2, place one tracking cube on the 0 space of the EPM meter and the other on the 0 space of the signal tracker. So we need our tracking cubes, which look like these little white ones, I'm guessing. Alright, on the 0 spots. Done. Mix up the signal booster discs and randomly place one number side down on each planet. Those would be these. Mix up these signal booster discs and randomly place one number side down. Flipped over first. Okay. Place those on each planet. Okay. Place the data cards in a stack next to the game board. Do not shuffle them. Okay. As I see, they are in order.
We assume they're in order.
Yeah. One on top says 158, one below 157, so fair bet. Fair bet. Looks like there's... Okay, we're good. That's a lot of cards. Okay. 5. Place the ship mover and the die, next to the game board. Okay, got it. They are both next to the game board. 6. Each player chooses their character or characters and takes the corresponding character cards. Place the cards with the active side face up. We have... Is that 4?
Mm-hmm.
So we have... Yeah, we'll show them all. We have Commander Chen.
We're going to show them to that one and then I'll show them.
Fluto, Tara, and Dante. So here is Commander Chen, this fellow here. And I'll show you guys in just a second. Fluto, kind of a alien frog kind of guy. Tara, whichever. And then Dante. Alright, and now I'll show you guys. So, here's Chen. Here is Flipto. Here is Tara. And Dante. All good?
Yeah, I guess so.
I will be sending you photos as soon as I finish typing your names into it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Note. All 4 characters are used in each game, regardless of the number of players. In a 1-player game, the player takes all 4 character cards. The player will control the entire crew. In a 2-player game, each player controls 2 characters. In a 3-player game, each player controls 1 character, and the 4th character is controlled by all 3 players collectively. And when playing with 5 or more players, the players collectively control all 4 characters.
Is that B-O-R or B-U-R?
B-U-R.
And Brian, you have been receiving email at rpgresearch.com, correct?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Step 7. Shuffle the 9 starter item cards and place one face up next to each character card. Okay, already did that part, so now we will lay them out. So Commander Chen gets a sappy love letter.
Nice.
Flipto gets candy-coated Kroner beans.
Mm.
Tara gets Proxima Centauri pain reducer. And Dante, our robot friend, gets a jar of jellyfish. And I'll read each one. So the sappy love letter. Who wrote it? Who is it intended for? All excellent questions. Oh my, there's poetry. For Flipto's candy-coated Croner beans, bag of caffeinated chocolates. Discard this card during a challenge to reroll any dice during that challenge. That's cool.
Oh, that's useful.
And the second love letter has, I'm sure I'll know what these symbols mean in a second, has little handshakes and a +1. So a +1 to whatever handshake thing means. Then the Proxima Centauri pain reducer for Tara is mitigate the pain by swallowing the contents of this bottle. Discard this card during a challenge to reduce the challenge level by 1. Sounds good. And then Dante's jar of jellyfish. Known as the Fire of the Sea, these creatures from a long-forgotten pool create a fabulous display of color and light. Discard this card during a challenge after rolling a die to set that die to its opposite face.
Nice. So we only got one of the promo cards.
Two. We got two. So we got the Sappy Love Letter and the Jar of Jellyfish are both promo cards.
Yeah, I'm going to take quick pictures of those so you guys can read them.
Right. Oh, you're going to want to... Did you get pictures of their characters?
I got pictures of the characters.
Okay. All right. Step 8. Early in the game, you will be directed to go to a planet. When this happens, place the ship mover on that planet. Then take the 13 story cards for the planet and pick a player to read the first card aloud. See story cards on page 3. Always keep the book cover card on top of the story card deck you are currently reading. Okay. The book cover will be... Which one? Is that the Evil Power Master?
Yes, that would be the book cover card.
Okay, book cover card. Understood. Alright, so always keep the book cover card on top of the story card deck you are currently reading. Okay, then. Would be these, I'm guessing? These would be the story cards. Okay. Okay, I think I'm getting this. Alright. Step 9. As you encounter story choices and challenges, challenges are on page 4, players should make all decisions collectively as a team. Decisions and challenge results will lead players to different story cards and data cards, each of which will send the story in different directions. So start the game by taking the 3 Laconian Congress story cards. Pick a player to read the first card, then follow the story from there. I'm guessing I will do that. I guess real fast I'll read the object of the game. The Evil Power Master, EPM, is leading a violent rebellion against the Laconian system, an alliance of several galaxies and thousands of planets. You are part of the Rapid Force crew from Lacus, tasked with bringing him down before he can carry out his sinister plans. This is a cooperative game in which players work together as a team to defeat the Evil Power Master. Your crew must use data, clues, and an ingenious algorithm to boost a radio signal that will lead you to the Evil Power Master's location. If your crew discovers the Evil Power Master's location before he realizes his evil scheme, a final battle ensues. If the crew defeats the Evil Power Master, the Laconian system is saved. Otherwise, it is destroyed, and all order in the system is lost. Dun, dun, dun.
Did everybody get the pictures I sent them?
I have not yet.
I see an email from you. Yeah, I got him.
Okay, there should be 2 emails. If you're looking at your RPG research email, you may have to refresh it a couple times before it shows up.
And I guess we'll just take turns reading these.
Yep.
I guess.
We'll do that, and everybody will help decide what we're doing.
Excellent.
So, if my understanding correctly, we are not playing the individual characters, right?
I
Or
guess
do
we
you
have
assign a character to each person?
Well, yeah, each person chooses, I guess, is kind of how is what it was saying. Each player chooses their character and takes the corresponding character card, place the cards with the active side face up. And so it's noted that because I guess we have 4 players here, each one of us will have a character.
Okay.
So I will pick last.
Right. Well, let's have Aislinn pick first.
Okay. Do we know what these symbols mean yet?
At this exact moment, I don't think we do. We have what looks like we have one that looks like a steering console and such. So I'm guessing that's driving or piloting the ship. We have one that's handshaking, so I'm guessing that's some sort of diplomacy.
Negotiation.
Then we have this spirally thing.
Not sure what that is.
Not sure what that is. Not yet. Then we have one that looks like a dumbbell, some sort of strength or toughness would be my guess. So we just don't know what the whirly one is. And then we also have this one that's an eyeball. I'm guessing that's some sort of perception, maybe?
Perception, observation. Yeah.
Something along those lines. So we just don't know what the swirly one is. Maybe it's mind powers or something like that.
That's good possible. The last game did had psionics.
Yeah. So mind powers is probably a fair guess. Okay. So I guess I will begin. The Lacunian Congress.
Oh, wait. We actually has to decide which character she's playing.
Yeah. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
The robot, the girl, the alien, or the Commander Chen.
I guess I'll take the commander.
Okay, age 22, Lacus, primary unit commander of the Lacunian System Rapid Force. So young yet entrusted with so much responsibility, a bit of a hothead, wants action now, analysis later, has never been to Earth, represented Lacus in the Lacunian System Kickboxing Championship, got walloped by a guy from Fallout. Strength, decisive, forthright, action-oriented, good in physical alterations. Weakness, rushes in without thinking, quick to anger, afraid of bugs and germs, untrained in fallopian kickboxing styles? I guess that's why you lost the batch.
Probably.
All right. And you have the sappy love letter.
Makes sense.
Brian,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I'll be the robot.
All right.
Okay, you want to read that one?
Yep, you are Dante. Age unknown. Birthplace Lacus. Occupation, you are a piloting droid. Bio, Tara's companion. One very human-like eye, which is kind of freaky. One very human-like eyebrow, which is also kind of freaky. Head pops open to reveal 12 articulated appendages, which do work busily, then disappear back inside him as quickly as they came out. Strengths. Excellent pilot. Sunny attitude. Can imitate voices. And adequate DJ. No, yeah, at least you're adequate. Weaknesses. Poor depth perception. Gives painful hugs. Bad dancer. Can't even do the robot. And beeps at the worst moments. This is going to be fun.
You're like a censorship machine. So I was telling him that I should go to beep! Knock it off!
That's awesome.
All right. So, are you Flipto or Tara?
I said I was picking that. Go ahead.
Okay. So, I will be the alien with the coffee.
All right.
Flipto, age 30, Mars, occupation pilot, computer analysis, bon vivant. Bio, colleague and teammate of Chen, rocks a pair of shorts like no one's business. 2 toes on each foot and 3 fingers on each hand. When not reading the collective works of Earth's Oscar Wilde, often peruses cookbooks from exotic planets. Strengths, highly intelligent and analytical, good with machines and electronics. Cool vest. Weaknesses, dispassionate, prone to pontificate, addicted to candy and baked goods. I have candy-coated Kronar beans.
That is hilariously accurate. Actually, I think all of us kind of wound up with something that's kind of makes sense for all of us.
Okay.
We'll see
You
here in
are
just a sec.
Tara.
See what Tara has. Okay, I am Tara, age 35, birthplace Earth. Occupation, Lacunian Congresswoman. Oh. Bio, decorated veteran of the Purple Days War. Much wisdom, much experience, no nonsense. Always effective, always in control. Always there to slap you out of it, whatever it may be. And usually right. Strengths, diplomatic, proactive, calm under pressure, awesome whoops and hollers. Okay. Weaknesses, irritatingly competent, secretly smug, overly strong handshakes, never has time for this.
Right.
Okay then. Now that we are all acquainted with ourselves, Lacunian Congress. The evil Power Master is back, shouts Commander Chen to his green-skinned Martian friend Flipto, and he's still doing his evil thing. Chen hands Flipto a message that just came into Rapid Force Command from a remote sector of the vast Lacunian system. The news is grim. Sudden total destruction of planet Marzina, Sector 314789. Evil Power Master claims responsibility. Have a nice day. Flipto crumples the paper message in his three-fingered fist, his usual Martian self-control replaced by anger. "Did you expect anything else, Commander?" he demands. "We both knew he'd be back, doing his evil thing." "I hoped we had destroyed him in the Purple Days War," Chen says. "So many lives lost, so much carnage, so much purple." Rapid Force officers sit in silence, remembering how the evil Power Master rallied the renegade planets that were denied entrance to the Lacunian System Alliance he led them in a rebellion. "His powers must be strong again," Chen says, breaking the silence, "or he would never have attacked." "You are primary unit commander," says Flipto. "What are your orders?" "Call all unit commanders to meet with the Lacunian Congress," Chen says. "We must plan for our defense, and maybe mount an attack." Chen and Flipto lead the other unit commanders into the Lacunian Congress. Countless voices fill the great hall, speaking hundreds of languages. The dread in their eyes is clear. Every conversation is about the evil Power Master, doing a new evil thing. Chen meets with Tara, the congressional spokesperson. Tara is respected for her firmness and wisdom in Congress, and for being a fierce veteran of the Purple Days War. "I knew that evil drip wouldn't stay quiet for long," Tara says. Before Chen can reply, the great hall is silenced by a booming, metallic voice. It is the voice of the evil Power Master.
No, not the EPM.
"Not the EPM, no!" "Give up, fools! Your time has come! Marzina is just a taste of my power. Give me total control of the system, or more planets will perish, including Hamog, Auruth, and Earth. You have 3 days to comply." The hall erupts in chaos, with representatives from across the Lacunian system all rushing to contact their homeworld. Rapid Force is on their own now. Tara is smiling, however. "Come with me," she says. "This may be our break." Chen is confused, but he trusts Tara. She saved his butt more than once during the war, and he'd like to continue to keep his butt intact. Tara takes Chen and Flipto to a computer room, where her one-eyebrow droid Dante sits in front of a console. "We got him now," Dante cries. "The evil Power Master's message led us right to him." "Almost." Tara's smile fades. "Almost?" "He bounced the message through 9 planets," says Dante, "including a base here on Lakos. He must be on one of those 9. We'll have to explore the planets to find him." Flipto looks at the readouts. "The signal's too weak to pinpoint his location," he says, grabbing the last Sinistar bagel from the table. Sorry, Sinistar bagel. Then it'll look like Then it'll be like looking for an evil needle among 9 haystacks, Chen says, his stomach growling. "Or a bacterium burrowing among 9 gigantic Sinistar bagels." Flipto shoots Chen a side eye. "You're not getting one bite out of this bagel," he hisses. "No time for bagels," snaps Tara. "We need to boost that signal." Flipto's forehead wrinkles. "If we visit planets where the evil Power Master has been, we can collect more transmission data," he says. "I can use the data to design an algorithm to boost the signal. Then we can find him," says Tara. "Flipto and I will head out on the Fizzlet, says Chen. "Dante and I are coming too," says Tara. "4 heads are better than 2. "And 18 arms are better than 4, says Dante. "And this bagel is gone," says Flipto, polishing off the last bite. Alright. Determine your starting planet by rolling the die 2 times. The first roll determines the column.
6.
6. Okay, that would be column 3. The second roll determines the row.
6.
6, the bottom row. So, we are in Auruth. That would be our bottom. See,
Alright.
based on
Welcome
what
back.
we're here.
Yep. Okay, so that's where
We
we're
are
starting.
in Auruth, which is more like a circular collection of asteroid fields. All right.
Is Danielle here?
No, she's got things to do, and Hawk has a funeral to be at.
Mm-hmm.
We are recording, but not broadcasting, because for some reason that will not connect. And I'll show you what's going on.
And we are hanging out with Aislinn and
Hey,
Ryan.
Aislinn.
Say hi to Brian too.
Hi, Brian.
Hi there.
So,
And start the game by placing the ship mover on the planet in that column and row, and reading the first card in that planet's story card deck. All right.
Next streaming software to start preview.
So we are on Aruth. I will find Aruth while they are doing whatever it is they are doing.
So that's right, we're recording an podcast.
Earth. I wonder.
Well, I mean, for the next podcast, I'll see what I can do. But trying to interrupt you guys and discuss problems.
All right.
But to do that, I'm going to need a favor.
What's that?
I'm going to drive home.
Okay.
Because I took the bus here.
I'll do it.
Just a moment.
All right. So you want to sit in the commander's chair since there's nobody there, or better, you can just take my spot and I'll go in the commander's chair.
I have to get some birds out, so I'd rather not do that on camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you're done, you come over here, sit there.
Yeah.
I'll be over in the commander's chair.
Okay.
All right. Aruth. Okay. I'll try to keep all these things in their basic order.
And you are now an alien Martian.
Unfortunately, I can't speak Martian,
Blip, blip, block, bloop.
but I'll try to do my best.
Okay.
I'll just say that it's going through a translator.
Exactly.
Babelfish.
Well, you do speak fluent English, I believe.
Bad English. It's not like I'm...
So American.
I can't even say that I speak American.
I'm just kind of getting these story cards separated out so we don't have to shuffle through them each time we need to go to a new planet.
And I understand that Martians have a Jamaican accent. Just kidding. Because we all know from watching that show that Martians have a southern accent.
I was going to say they all sound like...
Babylon... No, not Babylon. What was that show? The Expanse.
Oh.
Has... Martians all speak with a southern accent.
I was going with Mars Attacks, but okay.
Yeah.
Another...
Or you go to Marvin the Martian. Indeed.
Indeed.
Where's the kaboom? It's supposed to be a nasty, horrible, earth-shattering kaboom. Okay, I think... Final Showdown... I'm not going to worry about those at this moment. We'll search those if we have to. Okay.
Now, I'm probably getting ink on the back of all my cards, but that's okay. No. It's too late. You've already touched the ink.
damage is done. Well, we will hope and pray. And I will hand this to you for now.
All right. What are these?
Those are... We are on Aruth. That's where we are.
Well, we're on Aruth.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where we're starting. And so we will begin by reading... That is what it said. Right.
Read the introduction card to Azeroth.
Yes, so start the game by placing the ship mover on the planet in that column and row and reading the first card in that planet's story card deck.
Aruth. The Fizzlet slows down from light speed next to the Carpath, a space frigate sent to survey the destruction of Aruth. Apparently, the evil Power Master made good on his word and destroyed the planet, which is now a field of debris that hauntingly orbits an unknown center. The crew boards and meets with Commander Rostrum, who grudgingly gives Dante and Flipto computer access. Free item, draw data 065. Data card 065.
065.
Which probably means
65.
just plain 65.
Hoping. Here's hoping. Because I don't have... Alright. 065.
I'm assuming that's something computer related?
Yes. Remote mainframe access device. This device allows Wi-Fi access to the Carpath's mainframe computer. Keep this challenge booster finish Ruth story card intro.
Okay. Not sure why rapid force is here, says Rostrom. There's no planet left for lawbreakers to inhabit. Commander Chen considers the body bags stacked in the bay before replying. We won't be here long, he says. We're looking for anything to help us find the evil Power Master and make that no-good lowlife pay, says Tara. Rostrom points to the ringed field of debris on the view screen. You see anything useful out there? Nothing left of Earth but bodies and rubble. Fascinating, says Flipto, which earns him a glare. That is, rings require a gravity well, he continues. When our Earth was destroyed, why didn't the debris disperse into space? There's a hidden anomaly in the center, says Dante. A gravity device. The car path can't get close enough to investigate, says Rostrom. We're too big to chance it. I wish I had one of each of these cards to everybody so that everybody could read their own lines. We can help with that, Chen says. Whoa, says Flipto, noticing something on the computer. Never thought I would see one of those. Stop gawking, Martian, yells Rostrom. He looks at Chen. Yours is an undisciplined command. I mean, he's wearing shorts and a vest. Disgraceful. Chen's face turns bright red. He opens his mouth to deliver a devastating retort, but Flipto saves the situation. Sensors detect a space squid entering the vicinity, Commander Rostrom, sir, Flipto says in the most formal tone. Red alert, says Rostrom. Continue on back. The Carpath's crew scrambles to their stations. Time for you four to leave. If you intercept the space squid, go to RF story card 7. If you investigate the gravity anomaly, go to RF story card 3. Anomaly or space squid?
Anomaly.
Okay, one vote for anomaly.
Anomaly for Tara.
Anomaly.
Anomaly anonymous. Unanimous. Unanimous anomaly.
Anomaly.
From some people who are anonymous.
Okay, 3. I think that's all the hospitality we can expect from Rostrom. Tara. Oh, sorry. I was speaking in Rostrom's voice. Tara. I think that's all the hospitality we can expect from Rostrom, Tara says. We should examine the anomaly.
You do a good impersonation of me.
You're welcome. The problem will be... I gotta see who's speaking each time. The problem will be the intense gravity, Flipto replies. Whatever is in the center of the power of a micro black hole. How do we get close without getting crushed, Tara asked as the ship clears the docking bay. Off the starboard side, the space squid approaches the car path. We can use spacesuits, says Flipto. I can produce anti-gravity fields to cover each car member. The car path takes a hit from the squid's beak. Leave the ship? Asked horrified Chen. With a hungry giant space squid out there? He tries to arrange his features to look steely determination. I mean, what are we waiting for?
Apparently that's what Chen sounds like.
Or we can pilot us into range, says Dante. I have confirmed we can get closer, says Flipto. But with that intense gravity, piloting will be tricky. Required challenge. Pilot the ship closer to the anomaly. Win. Raise the signal tracker by 2 and make story choice below. Lose. Raise EPM meter by 1. Another active character must try. Now, who's our best pilot?
I think I had pilot as a string.
Yes, that's what I see here for Dante.
Okay.
And so does Flipto.
But who has the highest? Are they equal?
It looks equal. According to what the active side of the card says is that they each have a +1 on it.
All right. So, let's let the droid go first.
Okay.
Droid has a 6-sided dice, I'm assuming.
Okay. Yep.
All right. And our moderator will tell us how to play. Because how do we do this challenge?
Challenges. Some cards will present the crew with required or optional challenges. You must undertake all required challenges you encounter, but you may choose whether or not to take on optional challenges. Each challenge falls into one of 5 different types. Piloting, as we guessed, which is that one. Diplomacy is the handshakes. Dexterity is the swirly thing.
Okay.
Perception is the eyeball. And strength is the dumbbell.
Who are you calling a dumbbell?
Free weights.
Alright, certain characters will be better suited to certain types of challenges based on their natural proficiencies shown on their character cards and any challenge boosters they possess. Now, to perform a challenge, follow these steps. 1. Check the challenge level. 2. Choose an active character. 3. Choose a challenge booster, optional. And 4. Roll the die and resolve. So step 1. Check the challenge level. The challenge level is determined by the signal tracker's current position. If the signal tracker is 0 to 6, the challenge level is 4. And if it is 7 to 12, the challenge level is 5. If it is at 13 or higher, the challenge level is 6. So currently, because we are very, very low, in fact, we haven't even started on the signal tracker, our challenge level is a 4.
All right.
The challenge level is the number a player must reach or exceed with their die roll, plus any bonuses in order to win the challenge. So in this case, anyone, so either Dante or Flipto, who have a +1 on piloting, would need a 3 or higher because they're getting a +1.
Okay. So, Dante, can you please roll me a 3 or higher?
I did not. I rolled a 1.
Not a
Awfully
1!
great
So what happens?
Well,
We failed.
We chose our active character, did that.
Is there any super penalties for rolling 1s?
1 second here. So, okay, we'll back up a second. So each character has certain challenge types that they're more or less proficient in, as shown on their character card. If a challenge type shows +1 next to it, that character adds 1 to the die roll when they perform a challenge of that type. If it shows a -1, they subtract 1 from the die roll. When choosing which character to use for a particular challenge, take into account each character's proficiencies as well as any challenge boosters they possess. Important! You must choose an active character to perform the challenge. Each character begins the game in the active state. After a character performs a challenge, their character card is flipped over. Dante is flipped over.
Now, before you do that, do note that he has an item that
That
can...
is true. So discard, so your jar of jellyfish. Discard this card during a challenge after rolling a die to set that die to its opposite face. Would you like to use your jar of jellyfish to change your roll? Right.
Yeah, yes I would.
So if you rolled a 1, the opposite of that would be a 6. Should
Cool.
be. Yeah. And then we discard this. So discard. Okay. So I guess. So yeah. So after character performs a challenge, they become inactive. Inactive characters may not perform challenges. So you have been flipped over to inactive at this time.
Okay.
When the last active character performs a challenge, make all characters active again. Flip the character cards back to the active side. So once everybody's been used up, we will flip everybody back over and everything is available again.
So the next challenge,
Yeah.
we cannot use Dante.
Correct.
All right.
We'll see. There's a little bit more. 3. So we kind of already did it, but I'll read it all so we're all aware. So 3. Choose a challenge booster, which is optional, which is what you did. You may use 1 challenge booster for each challenge. The challenge booster must be in the possession of the character performing the challenge, and the challenge type icon must match the challenge type being performed. Oh, we didn't check that, but it didn't. No, it worked. It didn't apply. It was just for any generic challenge.
Cool.
But that item is gone now.
It is discarded. Yes. You must declare which challenge booster you are using before rolling the die. If the challenge booster shows +1, +2, or +3 next to the challenge type, that number will be added to the number rolled on the die. If it shows, I think that has to do with the little cards or something. I don't know, something. Anyway, moving on. Where was it? If it shows question mark plus question mark, you will roll the die twice and add the numbers together. After the challenge booster remains in your possession and may be used again for future challenges. Warning! If you roll a 1 while using a challenge booster, the challenge booster is destroyed. The effect of the challenge booster is to apply to the current challenge, but then the card must be discarded. If you are using a challenge booster that allows you to roll twice, the challenge booster is destroyed. If either roll is a 1. Okay.
So he used the challenge booster, but he didn't lose it because...
Okay, this was all right. The remote mainframe access device, the thing that the data card that we pulled, the 065. This is, keep this challenge booster. Finish early story card intro. So
That's observation +1.
yeah, it's an observation +1.
But he used his jellyfish, but he doesn't lose the jellyfish, right?
This one said it does. You discard this card during a challenge after rolling a die to set
Okay,
that tie.
so no matter what happens, we lose that. Okay.
Yes, for having.
Okay.
And then last thing, 4. Roll the die and resolve. Roll the die, add or subtract the number on the character card that matches the challenge type, if there is one. Then apply the effects of the challenge booster if one was played. The resulting number is the challenge total. If the challenge total is equal to or higher than the challenge level, you win the challenge. Follow the win instructions shown for the challenge. If the challenge total is less than the challenge level, you lose the challenge. Follow the lose instructions. So, we won in this case.
Okay.
Then, after performing the challenge, whether you won or lost the challenge, flip the character card to the inactive side. Note, if you are allowed to or required to try the challenge again, you must use an active character.
Right. Now, the little dots on the planets have not come into play yet.
No, they have not come into play yet.
All right.
I don't think. Nothing has suggested that they do yet.
Okay. So, now, since we have successfully, because Dante was willing to sacrifice his pet jellyfish, now, do we suit up and go to Aroth, or do we approach in the ship to go to Aroth? So, spacesuits or in our ship?
In our ship.
Okay, one in our ship. Anybody else?
In our ship.
2 in our... Go ahead.
Weren't they saying earlier that our ship is too big?
I think that the ship is probably too big. It might get sucked in.
Oh, in that case, spacesuits.
All right, we have 3 spacesuits now, right?
Yeah, I'll go with spacesuits then.
Okay, let's go spacesuits. Story card 2. Oh, that story card says everybody dies. No, it does not necessarily say that. I just haven't read it yet.
Jeez.
All right.
That is how Choose Your Own Adventure goes sometimes, though.
No, it does. Rocks falls, everybody dies is a card. I think this is insane, Chen says as he dons the spacesuit. How will this even work? I have a recipe, Flipto purrs a phrase they all have heard countless times. It is for anti-gravity gel made of Lacunian crew fruit and fallopian... Really? All right. Fallopian threep leaves. We have all the ingredients on board to make it, but I need help. Required challenge, make the anti-gravity gel. Win, we draw data 60. Lose, raise EMP meter by 2. Another active character must try. So, who is going to make the dexterity challenge?
Real quick, was there a thing for having won the previous challenge?
Yes, you get to make a decision.
Oh, okay, that was it. All right.
You get to make a decision.
And we did. There.
Oh, raise the signal tracker by 2.
Okay. For winning it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Tara should help because she has the best dexterity of the ones left.
Okay.
Or Commander Chen.
Yeah, we have equal dex.
Yeah.
So, who do we want to use first?
Tara's take charge and Chen is complaining. I think it makes sense that Tara should do it.
Okay.
Okay. Rolling my die. So we still need a 4 or better, but in her case it's a 3 or better. I also got a 1.
Oof.
And your device will not help in that.
No, the device will not help in that. It is a perception challenge booster. So, so Tara has failed. Is there the option to try it again? Or... is it a required one? And we have to keep
Raise
going?
EMP meter by 2.
Okay.
Now,
And then another character tries.
right.
Okay.
So, Chen,
Mm-hmm.
this is on you.
I rolled a 4.
You're good.
Yay! So, draw data 060.
060 coming up. These cards are going to get out of order real fast. 060. Anti-gravity gel. Spraying this aromatic emulsion on a body or object makes it immune to gravity for a few hours. It sounds like magic, but it's science, darn it. Keep this challenge booster. Finish with story card 2, and this one adds dexterity +2. So,
could have used that before.
Yeah. So,
All right.
So just to be clear, the remote mainframe access device challenge booster we have is a +1 to perception, and this new one is +2 to dexterity.
Jen and Tara suit up. Hold still, Flipto says to them, while I apply the anti-gravity gel. Dante scoots into the airlock to join the others. The airlock hisses as it depressurizes. Okay, Tara says. What's our strategy? We'll use space packs to fly through the rings to the center, says Flipto, and find whatever is generating all this gravity. The debris field will hide us from the space squid or any of the evil Power Master's minions who might be lurking. Yeah, but Chen says quietly, all those Earthians out there. Maybe we should try from above. If you spacewalk through the rings, go to 10. If you spacewalk above the rings, go to 6. Through or above?
I feel like if we go above, we'll be prey to squid.
Yeah, that was my thought exactly.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go through.
I don't feel like getting eaten by a giant space squid.
All right, it is a unanimous vote that we will suffer flying through dead bodies rather than become squid lunch. So, through the rings goes us to card 10. When the crew jets through the rings, the tumbling debris eventually splits the crew up. Some of the crew fly in perfect parabolas, while one zips along in straight lines and right angles. A sudden wall of wreckage looms, causing the crew to pull up to avoid a nasty collision. Unfortunately, their deflecting moves send them right into the twisted interior of a total mass transit vehicle, its former passengers floating within. Eee. Required challenge, escape the transit card. All right, so this is a strength test, and it is required.
Uh-oh. Flipto's got a -1.
Strength.
Only one character is left active, right?
Yep, that's Flipto. So he's got a -1.
I thought that was diplomacy.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Where's the barbell?
You are correct. He has no barbell.
So it's a straight roll.
Okay, and what is his device?
He has a bag of caffeinated chocolates. Discard this during a challenge to reroll any dice during that challenge.
We may hopefully not have to use that.
Yeah.
So, who is playing Flipto?
Isn't you?
We switched to him because
I'll
he's
take care of Flipto.
all right. You be Flipto. Don't Flipto anybody off.
No promises.
Just gonna say no promises.
6.
Woohoo! Are there any bonuses for rolling a 6?
None that have been stated thus far.
Okay.
Oh,
Minor
my good
oversight.
work.
Draw
Nothing.
data 066.
066 coming up. Locked briefcase. Flailing at the bodies inside the vehicle opens a path. A single thruster burn should do it. After they burst through the hatch, a briefcase still connected to a hand by a chain floats free of the transit car. The case says "Made on Hamog." It's one of the other planets. Keep this card. Finish with story card 10. That's all it says. No
All
bonus
right.
or anything.
It's a plot device.
Literally.
Is it labeled the MacGuffin?
I'm pretty sure that's what's inside.
Yeah, I'm guessing the MacGuffin is inside.
All right. So one of you personally is going to be saying, "Are we happy?"
You're happy?
That's from Pulp Fiction when they finally open the case.
Oh, yeah. You happy?
He says, "Yes, we're very happy." By the time the horror of the mass transit coffin is over, the rest of the crew have returned with a small, multi-armed device. And I do apologize, I'm not showing pictures of images. So, Aruth. A giant space squid.
Outside the window.
I think it's tiny.
And
Enlarged to show detail.
the unfortunate results of going through a mass transit device full of dead people.
Ooh.
May I see that?
I can see. Ah, the horror.
Honestly, since my van broke down, I've been seeing this every day.
Oh, yeah. You have a van full of Aruthians?
A bus full of Aruthians.
All like these angles.
I'm going to keep that horrible joke that came to my mind completely in my mind, where it belongs.
I'm guessing it wasn't appropriate.
Obviously not.
Okay.
All right. By the time the horror of the mass transit coffin is over, the rest of the crew have returned with small, multi-armed device. Hard to believe it's so tiny, Chen says, astounded once again by the evil genius of the evil Power Master.
Is he
Evil. He wants 1 million credits. Let's get back to the ship. Oh, this is Tara. I hate when I miss. Let's get back to the ship so Dante and Flipto can analyze it, Tara says. Draw data 59.
Data 59. Gravity engine. The weird gizmo pulses with mysterious glow. There's a serious black market for these things in the void of Nero. To keep this challenge booster, go to Aruth story card 11, and it adds dexterity plus 2. So we now have 2 cards that add dexterity plus 2.
Yeah, let's hope we don't have to use them all at once.
Yeah.
This is fascinating, says Dante. Chen sighs. The droid has been tinkering with the device for an hour while Flipto has droned on about flavored quarks, strange muons, and a playful buffet he sampled one time on Graxis Prime. Yes, I like my food playful.
And that is why you don't mix the curry.
What is it, Dante? Chen asked. And please, use small words. It is called a gravity engine, says Dante. It tears matter apart and rebuilds it as particles of pure gravity, Flipto explains. Chen and Tara stare at Flipto, their mouths slack. It changes the gravitational constant, says Dante, on a planetary scale. That thing destroyed Aruth with gravity? Tara asks. Well, yes, says Flipto. Can it do it again? Chen asks. No, says Flipto. It's missing its impulsion marble. It's a pivotal component of the device. Any idea where the evil Power Master sent this item from? Asked Tara. We tracked a signal to a base outside the system, says Dante. And a nice picture of the device.
Cool.
Okay. Draw data 70. Data. What's the difference? One is my name and the other is not.
Right.
Only Trekkies understood that one.
I got it. One small thing I just read here about data cards that we haven't done thus far, and we're just going to kind of do here in a bit.
You have to assign them to people?
You do. So here, data cards. Story choices and challenges will often instruct players to draw a data card. Some data cards will move the story forward and may feature additional challenges or story choices. Treat these challenges and story choices the same as if they were encountered on a story card. Some data cards are items that are kept by the crew and may be used later in the game. When you discover an item, choose any character to give the item to. Place the item face up next to the character's character card. It is now in their possession. There are 2 types of items. There are challenge boosters and assist items. Challenge boosters help players overcome challenges. Each challenge booster is denoted by a challenge type icon and a boost symbol. These are explained in details on page 6. We already read that, so they just provide that bonus. And assist items provide one-time abilities that can help the crew out at crucial moments and in certain situations. To use an assist item, follow the instructions on the card, then discard the card. The starter items that were given out at the beginning of the game are examples of assist items. So,
All right.
there.
So first, before we start assigning those, we do need to make everybody active because they're all inactive.
We did.
Well,
Wait, I flipped them.
we put them.
We're on top of it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, secondary part. Which items do we have to distribute and who should get them?
We have, it looks like 3. It doesn't actually call them items, per se. Like, it doesn't say, like, it doesn't call one a challenge booster, it doesn't call one an assist item. It says it here in the little quick reference things, but not on the actual cards. So, using what it says there, it looks like we have, at this moment, before I flip over down to 70, we have 3 challenge boosters. The gravity engine, which provides +2 dexterity. The anti-gravity gel, which provides +2 dexterity. And the remote mainframe access device, which provides +1 perception.
So,
And then the other one is the locked briefcase, which we, plus the hand attached to it, that we don't know what it does yet. So
before we... Okay, so who has... Do we want to make up for somebody's weakness or do we want to accentuate somebody's strength?
I think at this time, like when the challenge level is still fairly low, it might be good to just fix someone's weakness.
Yeah.
And then later on, when things are starting to look bad, increase someone's strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's got a weak perception and needs that device?
Tara has a weak perception. I think she's the only one with weak perception.
Yeah.
So, alright, she gets the mainframe access device. And then we have...
Which is funny because it was shared with Dante and Flipto, but that doesn't mean they have to hang on to it.
Correct.
And
then,
can we trade things? For example, we get into a diplomatic situation. Can I hand my love letter to Tara?
No, we cannot. So whoever is still active at the time we get to the diplomatic one, you'll have to choose from among them whether or not they have whichever diplomatic boost.
So there is no trading.
So
Okay.
there is no trading, at least as far as it says here. My guess is if you maybe wanted to trade when you find a new one, it doesn't say you can't, so maybe you could trade whenever we find a new one before you're doing a challenge.
Okay.
So once you know the challenge, you can't trade at that point because that'd be cheating. But before then, I don't see why we couldn't.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe we don't, but... so as far as the dexterity bonuses go, Dante has a -1, and so does Flipto. So I'm guessing we should give them
One each.
one each.
I think Dante should have the gravity engine.
Oh, we should? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Flipto made the gel.
Right. And Dante was messing with the gravity engine.
Yeah, he was playing with it.
Excellent. Now
I will read data card 70.
70. Okay.
Okay. Data find.
We are learning as we do it. Oh, and I just noticed that I am the ghost in the shell because there is a excellent picture here of my chest.
And your just chin and mouth. That's fine. You might want to...
I'm not going to move it at all. That way, if I stay put, then we know where it's at. All right, my ugly mug is being recorded now.
There's something wrong with the camera.
In what way?
There's something hideous on screen.
Ah, yes. That pale, pale white face that looks almost ghostly. All right. We will fix this for the next broadcast, but right now we are not broadcasting. We will upload it later. We are now just recording it.
Don't worry, we're on top of it. So, data find. A scan of the area where the transmissions originated reveals an abandoned space station. Transmission data gets added to the tracking algorithm. So turn over the disk and raise the signal tracker the amount shown. So this is on Aruth. 10. We raise it 10. Wow, that went up real quick.
All right.
If any character has